pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Here we go, here we go. Keep those sticks moving. Lock it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Wilson going to try once more. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He finds his man complete. It's Young. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bears in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Right back to Duvernay, that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Now what you need down here, it's going to be second and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On third and goal, Wilson. That's going to be caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
It's like watching paint dry.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You've got to shake that off and get going.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. We're scoreless after 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's Pollard again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued did on the last one.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
66.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On play action, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. His throw incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. Shoves him aside. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the deficit will hold at 22.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 1st down, Fields. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's a room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. There he goes, right side. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen,
we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Pollard. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm so independent, they sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in